So my name is Marcel Ketzman. I'm Hope and Cope Cancer Wellness Center manager. I've been doing it for the past 16 years. I've been working at Hope and Cope for the past 16 years, but the Wellness Center has been open for the past 12 years. The mission of Hope and Cope is to help people cope with cancer. We're open for the population of the Greater Montreal and beyond. We never say no to any ask for help, and this is what we do. Everything that we do at the Wellness Center, and we also have like 4 sites in the hospital, but it was important in the Wellness Center to be outside of a hospital setting because people are enough in the hospital. All the programs that we do, all the activities we do here are research-based. For example, yoga. We know that the research has shown that cancer recovery through exercise is very important. So yoga could help, or relaxation can help. And people do survive cancer, but what's important is how do they survive it? Their quality of life. So that's what we do. Needs. Everybody that comes here have specific needs, and we have a toolbox on how to answer or how to help them cope with cancer through the services that we provide. So the biggest challenge was not to keep them here for longer, because the Wellness Center becomes a very safe center, a place where they've made connection and they feel that they don't want to leave. So the biggest challenge is how do we give them support with the idea of sending them back to their community. So the criteria of allowing them to stay at the Wellness Center has been shortened from 5 years to 2 years, and now we're looking, if they're still in treatment, they can stay at the Wellness Center. But at one point, when they're empowered, they can go back to their community. Volunteers are really our biggest asset, but at the same time, we're a nonprofit organization, so we need the community to sustain us. So we do not receive any money from the hospital nor the government, so it's really the community that sustains us. I think the challenge is to how to transition them out of the Wellness Center, because nobody plans cancers in their lives, and it's that loss of control that sometimes we take for granted because everything we do is well planned. But when you get them back from the programs that we use, sometimes because we've built relationships and we've had this trust that this is a safe house, a place where they can take care of me in many different ways, that people feel not ready to leave the Wellness Center. Again, we're always there if there's a need, but not because they feel that there's a need. Well, when we start is to have the vision that if you are a cancer survivor, you need the best medical team possible, but that you're more than the medical. Cancer does not define you. It's that whole psychosocial part of the disease that we need to look at. And I think the strength of this organization is that we fully understood that all the support that you need that is not being given by the doctor, the nurses, or any other professional. So can you imagine when you're first diagnosed and you get to meet someone as a peer match that had the same disease that you're having 8 months before, where there's hope, there's life. And so the volunteer component, or that survivorship that comes in from our volunteers is extremely powerful. And the people who are telling us that are the participant of the Wellness Center. Those that says, I needed the best medical team, but the volunteers are really what has made such a difference in their lives. Because let's not forget that the patients of today becomes often the volunteers of tomorrow. We cannot survive without the donors. We cannot survive without the volunteers. I think that mission statement of saying the lesson learned is extremely powerful. The staff that has that common belief of the cause, which we all have, and also the participants, because the participants comes in wanting a certain support, and we're giving it to us. So there are the ones that are going back to their medical team and are saying, I feel so much better. And why? I've been doing yoga. Support that you have when you're touched by cancer is as important as the medical help that you have. We cannot survive without the donors. We cannot survive without the volunteers. I think that mission statement of saying the lesson learned is extremely powerful. The staff that has that common belief of the cause, which we all have, and also the participants, because the participants comes in wanting a certain support, and we're giving it to us. So there are the ones that are going back to their medical team and are saying, I feel so much better.